Hello and welcome to Life of the Party. We are NyxRising Industries. I am JD, your dungeon master. Are we ready to go?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Let's play some D&D. Cue title sequence. We catch up with our adventurers in the city of Sanskran. The Arakian Guard, dragonborn from the city of Arrakis, have found themselves at the water snakes where our party were residing, clashing with the party, seeking to arrest Elyse for what we do not know. Violence, a scuffle has broken out. The eyes of Sanskran have been called to the fray as well, summoning a water elemental to try and hamper the party. The party have fought back most of the combined forces of the guards. Everything is very tense.
Yeah! You think?
Understatement of the century.
Boblem's having a great time.
Before I get you to roll initiative to find out what's happening, just as a note, from this point we will be using some of the Unearthed Arcana class variants, features, replacements, which have come in. So if you see some new stuff that we're using, we're not just making stuff up, we are playtesting some stuff essentially.
Oh, what? I'm going to take some stuff off my character sheet. Oh, also, check out our Gnomes t-shirts available in our shop.
Yeah,
I don't know what way to...
No,
Wait.
down for you.
Okay.
Oh my god. That's even most challenging.
Okay. You are in the Tavern of the Water Snakes, which is pretty battered and broken up from acid being spewed, fires being set, magical spells being cast.
I didn't do shit.
I would like you all to roll initiative.
I.
Okay.
Oh.
That's good.
Did they do you dirty?
They did me dirty, Sasha. How could you do this to me?
Sorry.
It's fine.
Happy birthday.
Okay. 25 to 20.
21.
24. Nice.
Sariel.
I was good at initiative.
You guys have stayed at the top of the initiative order then.
Yeah.
I took a feat that gives me good
Yes, you did.
I know which one.
Okay, 19 to 15.
19. 16.
Whiffed it.
Astra.
14 to 10.
10.
Hello?
Is it? 4.
4 for you? Okay.
I actually got 4.
Alright. Sariel, what would you like to do?
Why do I have good initiative? I don't know what I want to do.
You can hold an action.
You can hold an action. You can't hold any other parts of your turn.
So, Renard is being put in cuffs. I have been shackled.
He has been shackled
You have
and
been shackled.
he is at the front. He is surrounded by 3 guards.
Can I hold a frostbite?
Yes, you can. What are you holding it for?
If they try to leave with him.
Okay. Just as a note, because I don't think I mentioned it before, it takes, if you hold an action, it takes your reaction to trigger it. So it'll be your action and reaction later on. Okay. So you're holding a frostbite. Okay. Elyse, what are you doing?
Seeing Renard being snapped into handcuffs kind of seems to like trigger Elyse out of this strange trance she was in, and her eyes start to kind of flicker almost back to normal.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm holding Kenra with Astra, but do I have my back turned to them, or can I see them? Am I like...
That's up to you.
I would say that I'm looking at them, because
Okay.
I would have turned to speak to Renard and to cast Gust last time. And she just like puts up one hand and says, wait, and then speaking in the language that she knows they both speak, just starts to say, please let him go, this is all a massive misunderstanding. My friends saw me being attacked and they retaliated. I just need to talk to her. And she gestures to Kenra, who's on her back.
Okay.
I just need to talk to her, and I just need to straighten this out. Like, you have no idea what's going on here, and neither do I, frankly, so please just let him go.
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
Ooh, that's good. That's 20, not natural.
20, okay. We can't just let you go. Well, you speak Aquan? That sounds like no dialect I've heard from before. Where are you from? Wait here. We have to get to the bottom of this.
Can I speak back?
Yeah.
I don't know what Aquin is, but I've never met anyone else who speaks Fulgun before. But I need to talk to her. I just need, if I talk to her, I can straighten all of this out and like my friend has done nothing. He hasn't killed anyone.
You'll all wait here. We'll wait for the lieutenant. Okay? That'll be the end of your turn. Okay? Renard, what are you doing?
I don't know if there's any point in proceeding with doing anything else if we're waiting, but...
You don't know, because like, the conversation was in different language.
Yeah, you don't know
that's
what
true.
You heard me say was
said.
wait.
That's true.
That's the only thing I said in common.
Glancing back over my shoulder, I'm going to say, Elyse, I have this under control, just go! And turn back to the guard and say, I won't stop you taking me in, but if you take this any further, you're making a huge mistake.
Make a persuasion check as well.
God, I hate all of these dice that I've just bought.
Please don't use the blue one.
Loaded dice.
Loaded dice.
Sage the dice. That's 16.
We cannot let this pass. The rest of you, lay down your charms. You're staying here. They sort of fan out across the room. Okay. Boblem, would you like to do anything?
Is there anything to do?
John Travolta.
Boblem starts sweeping up.
Guess just says we're not leaving you, Ren. Guess we're staying with you. And I guess just lays down, but still holding his staff, but just like puts it down.
Okay. Cassian?
Cassian folds his arms and leans in a corner. Just watches and waits.
Thumbs up the scenery.
Dinner and a show.
Okay. The two who aren't flanking you, so they move to Boblem and Cassian, pulling out manacles as they do. Okay. Might actually be easier for me to move
Is
this.
this still initiative, or am I able to talk to them?
This is in their move. You can say a free action to them. You can say something very brief, but not like a full thing.
Just gonna go, stop and listen to me!
Okay. What was your previous persuasion check? 16? Okay, 16 too. Okay. They're coming up to you with manacles. Are you resisting? That's both of you.
Hands up. I suggest you listen to our friend over there in the mask. He has quite a lot to say.
Okay. Make persuasion check.
Come on, please! Come on, suave bastard.
Um, 15.
Grim, resolute under the helmet, just staring you down, taking your hands and...
Can I say, but we're standing down. What's the point of handcuffing us if we're not really fighting back?
To make sure you stay here.
We're stood here.
Yeah. Are you resisting?
Not resistant, just like saying what makes sense, you know?
Yeah. I mean, valid. Okay. Manacles are clamped around you.
So I'm gonna persuasion check either.
Well, there's been 3 now over the party, so I'm not going to allow any more.
No more persuasions.
Alright.
Okay, Astra.
Oh my god. I'm still holding up Kenra with you, aren't I? So
Yeah.
Astra's just kind of like... Help! Well, this wasn't worth it, was it? What do you want to do? Fuck.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, Elyse.
I don't know what Ren's planning, but he seems to have something, but we could just chuck her at them and... I'm whispering.
Yeah. Stage whisper.
Cassian and I just like...
Elyse and I would like to throw Kenra at the guards.
Yeah, sure. Okay. If you make an attack with advantage, Well, okay, either an attack or a strength check.
Oh no, maybe this is a really bad idea.
It's a really bad idea. They're both 5, and I have +0. We drop Kenra.
You push her off you and she goes.
But then that doesn't
shoves
look
to
like
the
you
floor.
were trying to attack them, so...
Yeah, okay, you shove Kendra off the floor and you're sort of grunt as she like lands on an elbow or something, and then clink, 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 like clanging of plate mail.
Oops. Oh my god, what are we doing?
Glancing back over my shoulder.
Okay, Sariel, are you spending? So Turner's come; they're not moving away.
Yeah, I'll disregard that frostbite then.
Okay, it still casts,
Okay.
so it still uses the spell slot.
It's a cantrip.
Oh, okay, don't worry then, don't worry.
Are they coming up to me with manacles?
They are moving forward, yes.
I am moving away.
Okay. So put you moving back.
I'm saying, don't touch me.
Okay. Yeah, still moving closer. But on your space, yeah, you can get further out.
I'm getting further away.
Okay. You back up out of the door. Mm-hmm. Okay. Are you doing anything else as you go?
Not yet. No.
Okay. You can just stand where you are.
Don't come near me.
Okay. Make an intimidation check.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Come on, you dice. 15?
15. Okay, now they keep moving towards you. Okay.
Small elf.
Elyse, what are you doing?
I'm backing up immediately as far away as I can, and as I do, I turn to Ren and I say, whatever the fuck you think you're doing, just
he's
do it
slightly
now.
ahead of you, so...
Huh?
He's further in the room than you because you're further towards
I know,
the
I'm
back.
speaking to him.
Okay, yeah, because as
I'm
you-
backing
yeah.
away, but as I
Okay,
do so, I'm speaking
okay.
to Ren and I
Yeah.
say, whatever you have in mind, just fucking do it then. And then I turn to the guards and I say, in Fulgan, I suggest you listen to my friend, whatever he has to say, because this is really, it's not what I intended to happen. We didn't mean to hurt anyone.
Okay. You back out.
As far away as I can.
You get so basically to the back edge. There's a landing out the back, and then there's a short like, stream winding behind, and about like 10 feet away. So the stream is like 10 feet. There's another platform with like the wall like, to the back of a building, like a warehouse or something. And so a gate at the back. Okay.
Still, I'm not resisting in any form. I just to the guard who is holding the shackles that are on me. I just say, you have to listen to me. You're making a terrible mistake. Just reach into my bag. There is a scroll and a piece of leather, and it will explain everything.
Fine, but it can be explained from within here. You get the bag, and one of them moves up to get your bag and starts rifling through. Okay. Boblem. You are manacled. There's one right in front of you.
Sorry, I know I'm taking a long time thinking.
Okay, Cassian, you're up next.
Yeah.
Cool.
Think. Yeah, I'll just. If they get violent towards us, then I'll release a thunder wave.
Okay.
But that's only if they get violent.
Okay, so that's your trigger. Okay, good. Cassian.
How am I manacled? In front or on back?
In front.
In front. Darn it.
You gotta be sneaky.
I was going to try and be sneaky. I'll hold if I think I've got a chance to do it subtly. Hold like poison spray.
Okay,
Try
what are the
like-
components for it? So V, S, and M?
VS.
Okay, so it's somatic, so that means it has your hands as well. So say if you make the attack, you're doing it at disadvantage.
Yeah, have hands still.
Yeah. But
You can
because they're like
still
held
them.
together, and you'd be like carving in magic circles in the air, and
Oh wait, so I wouldn't be able to
it's
hold
not-
thunder wave then either.
well, you'd be at disadvantage.
It's not an attack roll.
Is it not?
It's a save.
Okay. Yeah, you can hold that then.
Spider-Man.
Oh yeah,
sound poison
yeah.
spray.
I just want to do it onto the, like try and like.
Oh, onto the manacles
Onto the manacles,
themselves. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. I'll allow that, that's reasonable.
Cheers. Cheers, God.
So you say you're holding that?
Hold it. If the guard in front of me turns away and I think they've got their attention off me, just so I can go.
Okay, well the one that's in front of you has turned to the bag. So you can make a sleight of hand check to try and do it subtly.
Sneaky. I'm so
Natural 20!
Okay. You sort of like cough and double over and wait, sorry, it's poisoned, you say?
Yeah.
It's poison, sorry.
Still
poison.
damage though.
Yeah, but sorry, I thought it was acid initially. Poison the go over it, but it wouldn't be able to melt the handcuffs.
You just got poison on your hands now. I mean, if they like grab your manacles and then touch their face, they're done for now.
If you want to change what you would have done,
you can
in
start
you can wind that back.
I mean, I don't have any acid damage, so
okay, no.
damage doesn't count.
Not poison, no.
Mend.
Certain items have immunities to certain things, and metal has immunity to poison.
You mean metal can't get sick?
It can, it's called rust.
I guess I could try and arcane bolt it off, but that would be a little bit more like.
You could try, but you might hurt yourself.
No, I'll just leave it. I'll just.
Cassian had an attempt and I was like, oh.
Cassian just has sticky manacles now.
Gross.
Don't like that, thank you.
Okay. The guards continue moving through, and so
Who's digging in my bag?
so the one who was by Cassian.
Okay.
So these two are coming up close to you two. Okay. So coming up with the manacles open. Did you have an action held?
I don't think I did. I
No,
was
you
just
didn't.
getting the fuck away.
Okay. No worries. Well, they are coming to you and are attempting to put the manacles on you. Are you resisting?
Yes.
Okay. Make a strength check.
Fuck.
Or dexterity.
Thank
If you
you.
want to get out of the way.
10.
Okay. You try to push them away, but they manage to clamp one onto you. You push back, and one stop. You need to stay here, and begins to pull out a sword.
Get those
Boblem, would you
away
like to
from
use
me!
that as your reaction?
But they're not actually attacking, right? They're just.
You see him just begin
Intimidating.
to just pull out his sword.
So if I release the thunder wave, you'll get the others.
You could get two of them. You get the one in front of Renard and the one in front of you.
Not one near Sariel.
Yeah. Yeah, because I wouldn't get the one near Sariel and the others. I just
No.
let it fizzle.
Okay. They begin searching through the bag and they pull out the things and they pop the lid off a leather tube and begin reading through something. Okay. Astra, you'll go.
I'm going to, like, bodily step in between the guard and Sariel
Okay.
and, like, just push at him
Okay.
and...
So make a
Fine.
shove attack. So it's just make an attack.
Go. 8.
8. Okay. You shove and he stands there and finishes pulling his sword out fully. Okay.
She's told you to stay back from her.
And I've told you to stop resisting.
We were standing still, thank you.
Doesn't look like it. Okay, Sariel, you'll go. You have one manacle on your hand.
Oh.
Yeah. The manacle, one's gone round you.
Primal savagery.
Cool. Okay.
I'm sorry, guys.
No.
No, it's valid.
Who she is.
Make an attack.
17?
17. Bone spurs come out the end of your fingers. You drive them towards the guard. It hits.
Remind myself what that is. That's a D10. Sorry, guys.
No, it's
it's
fine. I'm just your pants.
It's what my character would do. You cry.
Being true to myself. 2 acid damage.
2 acid damage. Okay, you backhand him across the face.
Can I yell out not as part of my turn in like response to that? Just no, stop.
You can, yeah.
Oh, my voice. Trying to RP
Okay.
when
Elyse, it's your go.
Okay. Is one of them within eyesight of me now?
Yes.
And is my face
Two of them
still?
are.
Is my skin still different? Like this, the patch
Slightly,
on my
yeah. It
eyes
is
and,
receded slightly, but yes.
and like the glowing and
Yes.
everything. I'm still backing away, and I pull the headscarf down so they can see my hair, and I just like put up a hand so they can see. I have wrist wraps on, so they can't see the whole of my arm, but they can see the fingertips are still purple.
Yeah.
And I just say like, "This is so much bigger than just this. Please, please, just listen to us in Ferguson."
Okay. You gather that all these attempts to persuasion, you've probably had all your attempts. You're not going to change their mind any further.
She's just trying to buy time for them
Yeah.
to do whatever Ren wanted them to do, and I'm backing up again. As far
Okay.
as I
Okay.
can.
So what? You're at the edge of the thing. Are you?
Can I not go around?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not representative of.
Not really. No.
There's nowhere else for me to go.
Well, you said you're backing up.
Yeah, because there's like.
But yeah, if you're going around the side,
it.
yeah, you
Can
can do that.
can I just keep
Okay.
moving away?
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm just holding the headscarf in place.
Yeah.
hand
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. Sure. Sure. Okay. Okay. Renard.
Looking as scared as possible, by the
Yes.
way.
To turn into the one who's pulled the scroll out of my bag, I'll say, I hope you understand what you're reading. If you don't release us right now, you can consider this an act of war.
Okay. Make another persuasion check.
Do I get advantage?
No.
The gang starts a war with Sanskran.
That is 19.
19. Okay. Prince or no, we cannot let this pass. You're all staying here. You do see the other guard's head like snap to it, and you can't really see much of their emotion underneath their helmet.
Then I'll say, fine, you forced my hand, and bonus action, I'm gonna kick the one in front of me.
Okay. Okay. Make attack.
War.
War!
The kick of war.
That is 18 to hit.
18 hits. Your foot slams direct into this like shell scale armor and sends him reeling back. Yeah.
That's
Roll
just
damage.
a straight 4 damage on
4 damage. Okay.
arm strike.
Okay. Boblem, your go. They are definitely all aggressive now.
Yeah, so I step. I can't see, but I step wherever I could to get, like cast Thunder Wave, so it's on the one that's in front of me and Renard.
You're kind of in that position already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Would I be able to get another one of them or not?
Not without getting your teammates as well.
Okay, then I'm just where I am.
Okay. Okay.
That's Thunder Wave. So, yeah, let me see.
Yeah, because you're able to like clap your hands together, and that's what we said
Yeah.
for the somatic material before. You clap them off. And,
Constitution save and throw.
okay. I have your DC now.
Yeah. 2d8.
Oh boy. Okay, they both go slamming back as lightning like sparks between your hands. And sort of wraps it around the chain. You slam your hands together in this burst of almost audible sound, a visible sound in the form of a shockwave. Ripples out and smashes into both of them.
And they're pushed 10 feet away from us.
Okay.
Okay, 4.
4, okay. Okay, so that is 2.
Problem.
Would it be an action? Would it be an action for me to move?
It's not an action, but you can move.
Can I
Yeah.
move like towards the exit?
Yeah?
Like
Yeah, so
Yeah.
kind of Astra and 2 other guards are there.
I can't like squeeze past.
Not
Your
between the...
allies
Sorry?
now. You can pass your allies now.
Yeah, so we also...
Like past where Astra is.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because I guess like Astra's kind of
Yeah, you push away
against
outside
the
the door.
guards right now, so there's like a gap between them.
Okay. Cassian.
Cassian takes a moment to absorb the words that he has just heard. He goes through a little bit of mental whiplash.
You take psychic damage.
You watch who the fuck you're speaking to.
Cassian remembers this.
And then he glances at the guard that's approaching Sariel with the manacles, and that guard, in their mind, just hears like horrible, horrible screaming, and it does no damage, but I'm just attempting to stop them in their tracks.
Okay, make an intimidation check with advantage.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
That's the screaming Cassian is hearing in his head.
Just a Kill Bill sirens.
It's just every conversation that Renard and natural 2024.
Okay, you see him just boom drop to the ground like straight on his butt, just looking at Sariel in fear.
Hell yeah.
So which one's that?
That one.
Get out of here.
Get out of town.
Doing that, but... Okay. So 3 of them on their feet. Okay, one with like just next to your bag, and like just sort of looking at it like oh. And then one close to you as well. So there you go. Okay, they are going to attempt to attack Sariel.
Rude.
I know, but
Shit time.
okay. Your AC is 11. Okay, the spear juts into your stomach. Okay, just like piercing through the layers of like cloth and hide. You take 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And the second one is going to draw a spear as well, and move up to you, Cassian, dropping the bag of Renard's stuff. Okay.
The bag of secrets.
That's an 18.
Are you
Yeah, that hits. Okay.
offended?
And you take 6 points of piercing damage. Okay. Astra, it's your turn.
I'm just gonna vicious not that one, sorry. Yeah, vicious mockery, the one that's just stabbed Sariel.
Okay.
So that's Wiz 13 that he needs to make.
Cool. Okay. That's a failure. So what does vicious mockery do?
It's just 1d4 of damage, but
Yeah. Okay.
so they have a in their head they will hear like
Like a discordant melody. Is that
Yeah,
one?
a discordant.
Yeah. Okay.
they'll just hear a load of shit.
That was whatever you want to
A
say.
load of shit.
Astra just talking smack.
Yeah.
Talking smack.
3. 3.
You see him like reaching to the side of the head, and the mouth opening but wordless.
And again, I'm gonna like try and move the fuck in front of Sariel.
Yeah, I'd say you're enough in front of Sariel. Yeah.
Like just, I'm tall.
Okay.
Do not touch her. Get away! I've warned you now.
Okay. Most of them look pretty panicked. Sariel, is your go. Okay, the one in front of you is looking still fairly healthy, but the other 2 on the ground aren't looking too good.
Sorry.
They're not dead. They're
Get them.
Primal savagery.
Yeah. Okay. Make an attack.
You'd be non-lethal with primal savagery.
It's basically a melee, isn't it?
I like that you doing this around Astra's side. So
20.
20 hits.
Come on. 6
Nice.
acid damage.
Ooh. Okay.
Unless we know that you can acid us out of our
They're
manacles.
looking pretty rough now as well. As the first sort of pop from before, just 2 little holes into the side of his neck. When you like backhanded him, now you come forward with another swipe and carve out another chunk. You see like flame bubbling.
Ugh,
Okay.
I love it.
You know, they sort of falls back, like clutching their neck at this like gap in the armor. Elyse,
So having heard,
you heard the thunder wave.
yeah, and having heard what they said about Ren and all that shit, I will come back and look.
He's a
through.
prince.
Yeah, you were outside.
They did yell it.
Didn't yell
No,
that,
no, they didn't.
Oh, okay.
No, you wouldn't have heard that, but you heard the thunder
I
wave,
can hear the
and the
thunder.
wall would have like rattled, like all the mist on the side of the wall just sort of coming off on the exterior.
Are there any windows or anything here?
Not on here, no. There aren't any windows in the bathhouse.
She will. I don't know if this counts as an action or it could be a bonus action, but you tell me. Want her to touch, like reach into her pouch that contains the arcane focus, touch it, and try to speak, or just she will say in Fulgun, "I could really use some help right now."
Okay. Do you put a spell slot into it?
I don't think I can. Well, I only have 1 second level left anyway.
You reach out and something flickers and dissipates.
Big regret dropping Kenra. Having made my
She's
way
still
outside.
there.
Drag graffiti.
Don't mind me.
I'll say that's a free action.
Okay.
You could reach out.
So there was some kind of a response, a little bit.
Not a response, like a connection there, like holding two magnets next to each other. You feel the, but no connection.
Oh my god. Oh, this might be really dumb, but I'm gonna put my last second level spell slot into it.
Okay.
She will, having felt that, she will
Make a charisma
start
check.
walking back. Oh.
Charming.
Use the dice I bought for this thing. Just straight charisma.
Yeah.
14.
Oh no!
Okay, you have advantage on your next attack. Okay.
Okay.
You do feel imbued with power, but you don't feel
How does it
any response.
feel? Does it feel like it did before, or does it feel different?
It's the warming feeling, the comforting for you of electricity and power like surging through your veins. You know that to anyone else this would be pain beyond measure, but it's almost like pins and needles surging up your arm. But you don't find any purchase from anything else.
Okay.
Okay?
So feeling this, she will kind of, and almost like her eyes will just spit lightning, and she's just gonna walk straight back towards.
Yeah.
And I just want to see what's going on before
Yeah.
I do anything else. Or
Okay.
do I have nothing left to do because I've used up the spell slot?
Yeah, we'll say so. You can make, I mean, no, I'm not gonna make you make a perception check, but you can see what's going on.
Can I?
So you can see one on their butt in front of Sariel, like screaming. One holding their head nearby as well, and then beyond that, two have been like thrown to the floor.
This one here, is that one next to Cassian and Astra? Is that guy still standing?
Yes.
Is he the one? Who's...
Yes. Standing, but like holding his ear.
Oh my god. Can I pick up Kenra from where I am?
You can begin to, but you can't pick up Kendra by yourself.
Yeah, but can I just like drag her towards me?
You can make a strength check,
Okay.
and then that'll be the end of your turn.
Okay.
Mage,
Okay.
buff mage.
Buff mage. Can I also speak? Or is that it?
You've done quite a bit this turn.
Okay, that's fair. But they'll see me arrive with my eyes glowing and just
You can begin to shut her.
please, no! That's a 2, so
She's too heavy. She's 7 foot of muscle and plate armor. You find your boots shuffle a little bit closer to her.
But yeah, renewed resolve. I'm trying this again. Basically.
I'm going to straight up bonus action give myself 14 hit points back
Okay.
before we do anything else because I'm very low.
Because I'm a prince.
Some birds are just do up.
That's 29 hit points
Prince
now.
privileges.
And then I'm going to turn around, run towards the one in front of Cassian and just kick him.
Yeah.
In the back.
Are you doing like a shove
princely
attack or?
No, I'm doing an unarmed stroke.
Okay.
Do I get advantage because he can't see me because he's turned away?
If you're flanking him, then yes.
Yes. That is 18 to hit.
18 hits.
That's 4 points of
Okay.
bludgeoning damage, and I'm just going to kick him in the back of the head
Fucking hell.
with my heeled boots.
Athletic.
Yeah, high
Yeah,
reach.
yeah, you see Renard turn, spin, and just roundhouse it. Boom! On the side of his head. Okay,
Roll this.
please.
Oh, they will.
Cassian is just staring at you like.
So, yeah, just kick him over, I guess.
Okay, well, if you're trying to kick him over, that's why I was saying a shove attack. Because
Right.
you can flavour it as something. Because a shove attack knocks him prone. So, what's your.
That still would have been 18 to hit then.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because my hit DC is the same as my strength, so.
Okay, so yeah, now make a strength check.
Okay. To what end?
To see if you knocked him over.
Oh, okay, cool. That is 15.
15, okay, yeah, you kick them and boom, they go to the ground.
I'm just gonna yell, you should have listened to me!
Okay, there is one standing. Boblem, it's your turn.
Is that the one that I'm like
In the front of it, yeah.
If I step forward to where Astra is, can I cast Thunderwave again? Without hurting any of my friends?
So actually, yes, Renard moved to there. So yes, you could push forward to there and do that.
Oh, he just squeezes through Sariel and Astra and is like,
Thunderwave. Yeah, I
Yes.
guess. Thunderwave again.
Okay. So that's a
Constitution.
13.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another failure. Goes smashing back as well.
Nice.
Okay, if you roll damage,
Yeah.
this is a mess, huh?
10.
10.
I mean, considering how it could have gone, I think this is actually going very well for us.
He's also thrown back onto the pile of.
The pile of guards.
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. You do see him. He does breathe and is very much not dead.
Okay, I don't need to kill.
He doesn't look good, but he's slightly trying to get himself off. Part of his armor is like. It looks a little like rippled in slightly, but is alive. You don't see like him covered in
Boblem
blood.
does panic a bit, seeing that. I just be like, oh god, oh gosh, oh gosh.
Every single one of the guards is prone.
Guys, we gotta go.
Okay, Cassian, it's your go.
Someone can.
A prince!
Now is not the time for it.
Will you get these off me? My liege?
Fucking crouch down to the one I just kicked over and take the keys off because he shackled Cassian before, so I'm gonna take the keys off
Okay.
and just unlock Cassian's shackles.
Okay, you, as he's like struggling to get up, you push your hand into his chest and boom, back
Stand
down.
on his chest.
Yank the keys out.
And I will turn and leave.
Okay. You step out the door, walk out the back. Oh, Renard died.
Oh.
Big story reveal. F in the chat.
There's like a little like 5 feet wide platform and then 10 foot of river into the side. And the street does go down left and right. Okay.
Just before end of turn, just turn to Elyse like, I think I might have a plan. I don't know why I'm going Irish. I'm really
Stealing my notes again! Stop it!
I think I might have a plan.
Elyse is crouched on the floor with her hand on Kenra and with like the effect of what just happened, like still on her, like little sparks of electricity kind of like twitching off her. She was like a feral fucking goblin. She just nods.
Okay. The guards that aren't hampered are going to spend half their movement to get back up.
Oh yeah, they can do that.
These two are going to make an attack against you, Renard, and those ones are going to come up to there, but don't have. One's going to make an attack against Boblem. So that hits. You take 6 points of piercing damage. Okay.
And I'm down them.
Okay.
No!
I said let's leave, but okay.
Not the boy.
Okay. And then against you, both attacks hit.
Against who?
Renard. You take 4 points and 6 points. You take 10 points of piercing damage. Okay. So a spear, boom, the butt of it smacked into Boblem before the sharp end comes around, hits his hip. You see him slide to the side of the wall. Okay, Astra, you'll go.
It's been real.
Hope you're ready for new characters.
No! Oh, chat. Don't you dare. There'll be mutiny against the DM.
Again, I'm going to use my bonus action to use Healing Word
Okay.
on Boblem.
Okay.
Immediately. Astra just shouts, come on, get back up!
Okay.
We can do it, sapling!
The words laced with silver magic wave through, and you sort of come to your senses.
Six pack. Nice.
Yeah, you get 6 back.
You clutch this. It's not too much of a wound, but it was more just like the smack from the butt end of it, which was knocked you to the side.
And again, I'm just gonna, like, whichever one is the one that did that to Boblem, I'm just gonna, like, go for. I'm
Yeah,
just gonna, like,
okay.
try and
Go off, Astra.
get, like, tackle it.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, you're making a physical attack. Okay.
Yeah. Like, it failed it.
Okay. You try and bash against him. You sort of stand firm, like ready as the spear.
It tracks so well. I'm like, I can do this! I can't do this!
I appreciate the effort.
Are you attempting to move as well?
I'm gonna do my bonus action and action. Maybe, yeah, I can just sort of. Again, I just want to, like, put myself between everyone.
You kind of are between everyone.
Yeah, cool, then. I'm gonna wait for them.
Okay.
I think you're right. We should probably start moving out.
Okay.
We should leave.
Okay. Sariel.
What's the sitch?
The guards are back up and are pushing through to all of you at the back of the tavern. But you're outside of the door.
With one manacle on.
Yeah, so it's just sort of like dangling.
I'm gonna. She's gonna be like hacking at it, trying to get it off her.
Okay.
Like-
I'll say you can, because you have Primal Savagery active, you can make an attack against it and use S to try and burn it off if you want.
The AC of an anaconda.
5.
15.
Yeah, it hits. Stationary iron object, yeah.
So I need to roll damage.
Yes,
against
yeah,
that?
it's damage the main thing you need
Okay.
to roll.
1.
1. Okay. The chain does fizzle and is coming apart. Okay. Are you moving as well?
Probably not like with any intent, just sort of like staggering around with it. She's frantic.
Okay. Elyse.
Would I be able to hit any of them with gust from where I am without hitting my allies first?
You would have to push through.
Okay, and I don't want to move from camera. In that case, I turn to Cassian and I say, then help me get her up. Let's do this.
Okay.
Now.
Okay.
And can I try to...
Make a strength check and we'll say if you're going to use your turn to give her advantage.
Sure.
Okay.
You know how you said my next attack roll gets advantage from the... Could it transfer to this since this
You're getting advantage from me.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Don't waste it.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Okay, so make a strength check with advantage.
Okay. 14.
Okay, you're able to get her mostly up, but she's still sort of hanging off the two of you.
Yeah.
Like when you're carrying a drunk mate home.
A drunk mate who is 7 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I hear like Cassian saying a prince then or any of that, or have I just not heard any of this so far?
Might have done.
Just out of context, though.
Yeah.
A prince.
There's so much going on, it's probably unlikely.
Okay, in that case, I just turn and yell to Renard, just like, hey Ren, we could really use the person who's actually good at strong shit here.
Ren in the shadow.
Okay. Are you moving away?
If I can.
You can move half speed.
Yep.
So
I'm doing it.
which way are you going? Side or into
So
the
we
river?
can go. Sorry, describe the two ways again.
Well, so it's basically just there's a stream going perpendicular to where you are.
Okay.
Go around the building
10 feet
or
across
the
it, there's another building.
But I can't go across the stream because there's no bridge.
No, not immediately. Like further down there are some, like 20, 30 feet. But
Having been in Sanskran for a little while and walked around, would I know generally which direction to head towards? Like, I obviously don't want to go to the only entrance, but where there's like boats on the dockside.
yeah, you know which way is the closest to the coast. So yeah, probably crossing this would probably be the closest way.
Then let's start going that way.
Okay. So you know the closest bridge will be down this way. Okay.
Off we go!
Okay, so you move half speed. We'll say on your turn you move as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Renard.
I'm going to shove the one directly next to me.
Yeah, okay,
I
make an
believe
attack.
it's the only one who is within melee range of me,
Yeah.
if I should run. Okay. Oh, great. 8.
8 does not manage it.
And then I'm just gonna head towards the opposite door from where everyone is.
They're going to... Oh, so out the front door, okay. They're going to take an opportunity attack
Yeah.
against you. You take 10 points of piercing damage again
That's fine.
from 2 spears. Okay. Which will catch you as you move out. But you get out at the edge. Okay? Boblem.
Scared and hurt and kind of bleeding.
Sorry,
just
can I
kind of
also
like-
say that I grabbed my bag on the way past?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not leaving that.
Bye!
Yeah, Boblem just kind of like turns to leave as well. Can you do that with
Yeah.
opportunity attack being prompted?
Yeah, because Astra's in front of you.
Oh no. Just kind of once again says, "Come on, we gotta leave. We can't just stay here."
Okay. You catch up to Elyse and Cassian. Okay. Cassian.
Yeah, as I'm moving, just turning over my shoulder, not out loud, but Sariel will hear in her head like, Sariel, it's Cassian. Take a deep breath. I'm still going Irish because I'm really stressed. Take a deep breath. Just follow us. Elyse knows where she's going.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, birds. Love them.
Nice.
Cassian, the only one always just like, Sariel is having a panic attack.
Okay, 2 guards try and tackle you, but sort of bash into each other. You're able to like fend one off, and the other one comes over from the other side. You duck, and like a fist goes into his head.
I'm wily.
Step back.
Lean back. Okay. You don't know where land.
Okay, an arrow shoots out after you. You take 7 points of piercing damage. Okay. That's it. Okay, Astra, you'll go.
Disengage and run, disengage and run.
Yeah, I'm gonna disengage and run towards the way Renard went because he went alone.
Okay.
Oh, hi!
Oh no.
Knocking over guards as he goes.
Don't get attack of opportunity because you disengaged.
Oh god.
Oh, is that far enough?
Or you're basically just behind.
Yeah.
Just behind. Okay, Sariel, you'll go. You do hear this voice in your head.
Bitch, wait.
Calm down.
I'm still trying to get it off me, the manacle, but I will sort of be more aware of what they're doing and where they're going.
Okay, just roll damage again.
3.
It pops off enough for you to, like, burns through enough for you to break it off.
Yeet it into the river
Yeet!
and leg it after these guys.
Yeah, okay. So we'll say you're a bit further down, but yeah, you bolt it out. Okay. Elyse.
Keep moving with Kenra, I guess. And
Okay.
also turn to Cassian and be like, okay, so what's this plan of yours? Because
You sort of, as you're running, you can take your action to dash as well.
would he have to also how
To
does
keep
that
up,
work to
yes.
us?
Yeah.
Can you dash while you're holding someone?
So just make us move normally?
Or just-
Yeah,
yeah,
because you're
okay,
at
yeah.
half speed, so
Okay, yeah.
doubling it.
I have no other action I want to do other than talk to Cassian,
Okay.
which I don't think is an action.
Yeah, you can sort of get stuff out as you're moving along.
If we can hide her, I can make myself look like her and escort you out of the city.
Okay, and that'll be it for now. Renard, what are you doing?
Sorry for the podcast, she nods back at him. You have to remember.
Boblem, you're up next.
I'm gonna step the 5 feet back and haul Astra in front of me and have us both run out.
Yeah, okay.
Um,
Okay, he'll run out on your turn, but just for this mechanical.
well, I don't want to be ahead of him. I want to be in between him.
Okay, yeah, you can put yourself in between the two of you then, but then yeah, you won't be as far out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say you just grab him and push him out in front of you. Okay? Boblem, you'll go. Cassian, you're up next. Look.
Just keep running with the people, making
Yeah,
sure,
okay.
like looking behind, making sure Sariel is following.
Make a. Actually, no, I won't say make a perception check. Yeah, you do see Sariel following. It seems that the guards are sort of all over themselves and just in complete disarray. Most of them really hurt. It doesn't. You like in the few seconds you don't see them stepping out of the door to give chase. They're probably tending to their wounds. Okay, Cassian, are you doing anything else besides helping run?
Yeah. If you can turn her invisible and someone else can help carry her.
I'm out.
If we can hide her somehow, I'll just...
If we can find somewhere where I can just question her quickly, we can leave her there and go and you can...
Perfect.
Okay. Alright, you don't know what the guards are doing, 'cause you can't see. Astra, you'll go. Actually, yeah, you can see them sort of fumbling over themselves and... Okay, an arrow sinks into the mantle of the doorway over your head. But they're sort of on their last leg and they're pulling out their last few arrows and they're shouting to each other in this broken language.
I'm going to continue moving with you, but also cast a minor illusion of a small feral wolf in the doorway.
Okay.
50 feral wolves!
Yeah,
I just sort of like make a distraction of like, oh my god, now there's a wolf!
Yeah, okay. You look back and you see this image of this wolf like burst out of the stream, dripping in water, and sort of elements of it like scaled and thin. Growls.
Hell yeah.
You hear a from inside the tower. Okay. We'll go out of combat time now. For now. You, Renard and Astra bolt around, following like the side of the block round, and winding down an alley before boom, coming out, intersecting just behind the other four, who you see are dragging Kenra not super slowly, but sort of like a light jog, like bringing behind her. Okay, you're approaching a bridge which is going to go across the stream. You all sort of rendezvous.
Astra's immediately going to place check Sariel and just cast healing word as he comes close to her.
You feel like a reassuring hand on your shoulder and golden magic flow
We've
through
got you sapling, and you get 7 health back.
Let me.
Are the effects of my contact with the focus still happening, like the little spitting lightning bolts and things? And like the
It's diminishing.
So what sort of state is she in physically?
It's sort of fading from around her eyes, so it's all like around like a big smoky blue eyeshadow.
Big smoky eyeliner. Yeah.
Exactly. If you don't use the attack soon, it will probably wear off.
Okay. What
Please
a
no
waste
more
that
attacks.
was. Yeah. So Elyse is like panting heavily. She's like clearly exhausted and just like flickers of like this remaining effect on her. And she's trying her best to hold Kenra up. And I'm just going to repeat to the others as quietly as I can, like, if I can just get her somewhere, ask her some questions, we could dump her and get the fuck out of here. Cassian can disguise himself as her and make it look like he's escorting us out of the city.
But we're not gonna kill her, right? You said that earlier. Well, I wouldn't be okay with that.
I don't know.
Please no.
Fine.
Okay.
I don't think I actually want to do that.
Cross over the bridge. You see the water snakes sort of disappear into the mist. In the distance, you do hear the dum 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 echoing from different parts of the city. Okay, you hear in the distance clanging of soldiers in rank and file who are marching and running through the streets.
From what direction? Was it like every direction?
From sort of behind you and to the side, like mostly in the direction of the water snakes. Okay, you cross over the bridge. Make a perception check.
Everyone.
Everyone?
No, one person with advantage. Whoever wants to,
It's just
because he's representing the team. Okay.
Cool, that's cocked. That is 20.
Okay, 20. Okay, it takes you about 5 minutes of going down this quiet alley and looking around before you see what could potentially be somewhere to hide. What looks to be a low but wide and squat, maybe like a warehouse building, sort of like a barn size. But what crucially you notice is that the door is very slightly ajar. Again, the same black wood as everything else, moisture dripping off.
I'm going to hold out an arm to stop everyone.
It's about 15 feet away right now, but you're sort of on the corner looking at it. It's across the road.
Pull my hood up and tuckle my hair away and just creep up to it and push it slightly open and peer inside.
Make a stealth check.
Cool, that's going to be like 12, I think. Yep.
Okay. You cross the road, about to, and then you see two people coming down the road. You stop for a second. You don't hear any clanking of armor. You hear kind of like staggered footsteps. Boom, 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 boom. And you see maybe like a couple who are walking sort of hand over shoulder and very clearly source. You hear the dum 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 of like a liquor bottle. They drop, but you take a minute and they stagger past you, seemingly not noticing you.
The night we should have had.
You creep up to the entrance, and door slightly ajar, and peek in. A building probably 10 by 30 meters long. It's a long warehouse. Look around for a sec, and you hear the distinctive sound of someone snoring. Just behind the chair, just behind the door, you see a chair in the back with someone's feet rested up on a box. Clearly a security guard who's fallen asleep on the job, just inside of the building. Doesn't seem to have noticed your presence.
A security guard? Like I can tell they're a security guard or?
Probably. You see like a short sword at their hip. They are in a chair. So you're at the entrance, so it's probably 10 meters wide, like close to I think 40 meters long, 30 meters long. And so they are a good like 10 meters away in the corner of the building. Make a perception check. With disadvantage. because it's dark.
8.
Okay, you see vague shapes and shadows on both sides and sort of like channel going down the middle. What looks to be like a window or a door, but close to the opposite wall where like some dim light is coming in. And maybe like broken by like a slight balcony or like a mezzanine, but you can't make out any further detail than that. But that's on the other end of the warehouse.
Can we see any better? Because dark vision.
Well, I'm at the door looking through it.
For one person without dark vision.
Yeah. I'm going to turn back to the others and say, quietly, there's just one person in there as far as I can tell.
Even one person might be too many. Do we want to risk that? What's it look like in there?
I describe.
Darkness.
Mostly dark.
And shapes.
You described that they're asleep, right?
Yeah.
You can hear them solidly snoring. So they're at the close end to you. It looks like maybe a balcony is on the other end of the warehouse.
Somebody without shackles could go in and tie them up while they're asleep.
I'm still in shackles. Also, if we're questioning somebody,
It's gonna be loud.
it's gonna make noise.
Yeah. And
How far are we across the city from just getting to the docks?
do I know? Having been wandering around.
Make an intelligence check.
That's a 4 total.
Anywhere
Would you be
between.
able to know from your knowledge, looking at the maps and mapping out Sanskran?
We haven't been doing it in
Never
the
been
city
mapping
yet.
Sanskran, but we've been wandering around it.
Anywhere between 5 minutes and an hour.
Great.
Great.
Oh,
I honestly don't know.
are you my Uber?
So our options here are we keep trying to sneak the
It's
captain's
just
body across
too
the- or
risky.
we-
I turn into an eye of Sanskran.
Okay. Yeah.
I could ask him to leave.
That's a great idea.
Then do it.
You cross the road up to the warehouse. You look in. You're able to see him snoozing away.
Bang on the door.
You hear something as he like falls out of his chair, stands up, comes to the door. You see a human man, sort of like portly looking, probably in his 50s, in this sort of very like patchwork armor
Okay.
and a sword, like a lot of sleep around his eyes. And
I'll say I'm some sort of Triton guard.
Just in the uniform.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
the uniform, but like not an elf, just more of like a Sanskran-esque race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there have been the sea elves, but
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Triton's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. What can I help you with? I've been here all night.
So, I've got some prisoners I need to do some questioning with. Do you mind if we get a little bit of privacy in here?
Look,
The streets are a bit chaotic at the moment.
I guess make a persuasion check.
Go on, boy.
8.
8. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not really supposed to let people in.
Listen, I'm not going to make trouble with the guard for you. We'll just be a few minutes.
All right, fine, but I'll have to be outside.
Outside is fine.
Looks up and down. Go on then. As he goes, kind of like puts out his palm, like.
Does Cassian even have any money?
Yeah, he hasn't been using it.
He has Ren's money.
1 gold.
Oh. Well, in that case, take as long as you need. I'll go for a slash.
You can have another nap if you want.
Yeah. Just leave the place, all right? Okay.
There's not going to be any trouble.
Thank you. Master's very particular.
No
Stuff.
worries.
I'll give you an hour.
Thank you.
Right.
Have a good evening.
You too.
I'll go back
Disappears
over
around
and
the side.
just sort of, just in case anyone's looking, I'll grab Boblem by the shackles and be like, "Oi!"
Someone who's not shackled to help me move camera, I guess.
Boblem stumbles
But
forward.
between the party, you can get her over and across. Okay.
Cool.
You
Yeah, I'll
get-
just bundle her inside
Yeah.
now.
You get into the warehouse and close the big heavy door behind you. Slide a beam into place. Those of you can see. On one side, you see workbenches, timber, supplies, tools, all sorts of saws and coring mechanisms. On the other side, it seems to be lots of like rows and rows of statues and gargoyles, the sorts that you see at the sides of buildings.
I'm going to No, I'm not actually.
Can I see if there's anything like a pillar that I could tie her to that would be secure?
There are a bunch of columns.
Cool. So she's already got manacles behind her back, and I would tie her up with rope as well. So can I just like?
You can
untie
just
some of the rope and
yeah. It takes a few minutes.
So Elyse does this, and she just kind of like heavily drops her against it and starts tying it. And I would know like secure knots and stuff.
Between all of you and everything.
She takes a few steps back and is quite visibly like shaking, still just staring at Kenra.
You can
trying
head
to gather herself.
down on her chest, and she's breathing heavily, but her eyes still seem to be closed.
Just like rubs her face.
What's your plan?
I just have some questions I need to ask her. That's it.
Just questions, right?
Just questions. Just questions. I
Can you
promise.
guarantee you'll get answers?
I don't know, but I have to try. This is the only chance I've had.
I can help you with that.
Really? How?
I've got a spell that'll make everyone in the room tell the truth.
Everyone, not just one person?
Potentially everyone.
Is everyone okay with that?
Yeah, I got nothing to hide.
Without responding, I'm going to go crouch beside Kenra and do a medicine check to see if.
Okay.
Because I mean, she went down and we haven't tried to help
make a
her,
medicine
so-
check.
Well, handcuffed.
I'm gonna unmanacle you with the key you gave me.
Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
keys for those.
between
And
everybody.
Boblem.
Thank you.
I was going to try and fireball you guys free, but...
I have a key, thank you.
15. Okay, yeah, she's conscious. She's breathing. She's
She's
hurt.
conscious.
Sorry.
So she's stable.
Yeah, she's stable.
Okay,
She's
right.
not conscious. She's not awake. But not like on the brink of death, but rough,
Okay.
fairly battered.
I can bring her to whenever you're ready.
Elyse just kind of gathers herself for a minute, and you see her reach into the pouch again and put her hand on the arcane focus. I don't have any spell slots left, but she still just kind of just channels like a bit of that like cantrip level magic into it, just to give herself some mental stability.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait by the door, listening for anything
Yeah,
in the
someone should be on
streets.
lookout. Are there any other doors in here? We
So
normally came in through?
you're all able to see at the back. There's like a mezzanine balcony where there appear to be like a bunch of like the completed sculptures. There's a small like a counterweight crane which obviously lifts the pallets of sculptures up to the top. And at this mezzanine balcony, there's like looks like a short door, or maybe like a tall window, which does lead out onto probably roof level of like a neighbouring building.
An escape route, perhaps.
Yeah, I'm going to keep guard by the door that we
Okay.
came in.
So you came. Okay.
Yeah,
Are you
still as an eye.
inside or outside?
Inside, but
Okay.
as an eye, with the sort of idea that if someone tried to come in, I could come out and be like, "There's nothing in here, lads."
Okay. As you get closer, you see there's a little like viewing hole which you can slide open and
Sure.
slide closed. Are you keeping it open or closed?
I'll keep it closed for now.
Okay.
So the balcony isn't a street level entrance.
No, so it's like
random
a
people couldn't
mezzanine.
walk in there unless they were like Spider-Man.
Yeah, they would have to like climb over roofs and
Yeah,
stuff.
cool.
But you know that the city is kind of all at mishmash levels
yeah.
anyway, so without going out to look, you won't be able to be sure.
Would someone mind keeping
What's
an eye
the
on
function
that
set?
I
as
can
well?
keep an eye on it.
Thanks.
Boblem goes to stand near the balcony.
Okay, do it. I say to her.
Just gently pull off a glove, put a hand in her face, and bring her awake, and she'll
Yeah.
have.
Yeah,
I guess
sort of.
more hit points after that.
And I've still got my scarf off, by the way.
It sort of like opens her eyes, but doesn't focus on any of you. Sort of looking around, like panicking, like. Oh.
What do her eyes look like?
Her eyes look normal,
Okay.
but she's not focusing on any of you. You get the impression she probably can't see anything.
Do I know her name? Because I researched Arrakis before.
No. You wouldn't know her name. Like we out of character know her name, but
But I would know she's a captain.
not necessarily. Well, she was giving command to the other guards,
Okay.
but you don't necessarily know her rank or
Okay, alright.
seniority. Where am I?
Do you want me to do it?
What's happened?
Yeah.
I can't see.
Astra's going to cast Zone of Truth.
Okay. Is there a save
Raise
for it?
Mother D.
And we all have to do that, right?
Yeah.
Beans.
You don't have to talk though.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Ooh. My total
You
is
know
9.
if they succeed or not. She succeeds.
I'm going to cast it again.
Fuck. At least would
Yeah,
say to
wait.
cast it again if...
Yeah.
I didn't see.
Okay.
I'm just going to. Astra's going to cast it again.
That's again. Succeeds again.
I've got one more go. I'm going to do it again.
Thank you.
You don't feel it work.
No, didn't work. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What's happening?
You just dissipate it.
You hear the rope and the armor.
Wait,
Again,
it's okay,
almost.
it's okay. It's okay.
It's you.
I just need to ask you some questions.
Untie me.
I'm deliberately making myself sound as like scared and vulnerable as
Okay,
possible. Please, I just need to ask you some questions.
One first. My soldiers.
They're fine.
We didn't kill them.
We didn't kill them. And I just kind of give them a look like, they are alive, right? To everyone in the room.
Massacre on the stairs.
She doesn't know. She has a voice.
Team Fatal.
We didn't kill them.
Okay.
Stop.
Make a persuasion check.
I don't know that anyone died. I didn't see.
I know, that's why I'm saying persuasion,
Oh,
not
okay. Ooh, was that persuasion?
Yeah.
22.
Oh, okay.
I didn't mean for any of this to happen.
If I get out of here and find my men dead or butchered, there will be the hells to pay. You're wanted.
I know that now. I didn't before.
Your questions. Make it quick.
Did you find the other 2 people on the poster here? Anywhere? Do you have them?
Not yet.
Anyone else from the crew? Did you find them here or anywhere else? Any of your other soldiers?
If I answer to you truthfully, will you let me live?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you telling the truth?
Yes.
Okay. She believes you. You can get it. Your crewmates are in the cells in Arrakis.
Elyse's face just darkens. How many?
4 or 5?
Names?
I don't know.
What do they look like? Have you seen them?
Like you. Like you look like. Humans, elves. I don't know. They're alive. They're serving their sentence.
The sentence? What for?
Thievery.
Elyse just shakes her head.
Elyse, breathe.
Do you have any idea who they are, what their names are, what they look like, what races they are? What sort of equipment you took off them, anything?
I've been hurt. My head is everywhere. I can't say for certain. There was an older human. Maybe a dwarf.
Older human?
Another woman. I don't.
What did they look like? Who are they?
Dark-skinned, wearing robes, long-haired, greying. They fought viciously and well, but
With what?
swords, sorcery, all manner.
The human. What did he fight with?
Swords.
Um,
If you're worried about your crew, they're probably alive if they haven't gotten themselves killed in prison.
and what's going to happen to them? They're just going to stay in prison, or?
To serve out their sentence, yes. I'm not the Magistra. We fought them, we overcame them. Your ship went down, and we tracked you down. The rest of your crew that came here, it's a stroke of luck that you're here. We didn't expect to find you so quickly, but
She just has venom in her eyes.
Elyse,
I've got this.
ask what else you need to ask and then
I'm
we
doing
need to go.
it. What would you have done with me if you had captured me?
put you in the pit,
The base?
cells.
And do you know where the artifact is?
We assume one of your crew has it. The college is most assuredly looking forward to having their property returned.
It's not their property.
I guess these are matters for discussion another time.
Maybe. So, you think you have 5 or 6 people in Arrakis?
Around
And
that.
the 2 who are on the poster are unaccounted for? And me, unaccounted for until now?
Yes.
Anyone else that you're trying to track actively?
No.
Okay. On the ship, I don't remember a lot, but I remember seeing a man struck down in front of me, dark skin, long dark hair, blue eyes.
That fits the description.
Is he alive?
He's alive.
In the
He-
cells?
Yes. He's the one I mentioned. He put up a good fucking fight.
I would have hoped he did.
The people have spirit. I'll give you that. I've rather enjoyed this little chase.
I hope you'll continue to enjoy it. Who sent the artifact to Arrakis and why was it sent there?
I don't know. That's not my business. I command the guard. I'm not a historian.
Fair.
Why don't you set foot in Arrakis? We'll find out there. We'll arrange a meeting. Some of the cells are quite roomy. We can have a few of the historians in there.
I don't think that'll be happening anytime soon. Where's the rest of the ship? After you blew it up.
This sort of cocks ahead to you.
I found the front third of the ship in the mangrove swamps. Where's the rest of it?
You tore it apart. We all watched you. We watched you wreathed in blue flame. Split the ship like it was paper and currying down.
Elyse.
If
Elise's face is just contorted in like anger and pain and just disbelief. Like insight check.
Yeah.
She doesn't believe her. She doesn't believe her.
If you're the one with the blue hair,
Insight check is 17.
she seems to be honest.
Elyse blew the ship up.
Can we hear this? Or
Yeah.
has to be
You're
heard
all
as
around.
well?
You're all around.
Elise just falls silent and puts her hand on the arcane focus immediately. And tears start stinging at her eyes, and she's just kind of shaking her head, and she channels as much magic as she has left into the arcane focus and starts speaking in Fulgun.
Your hair
And
starts to rise over your head. If we weren't in so much danger, it would have been beautiful. But
shut up. And I speak to the arcane focus in Fulgun, and I just say, "Is that true? That can't be true."
don't hear any response. You hear the Dragonborn go silent as well. Sort of just bow ahead again.
Take a breath.
Look, I have nothing to gain. You're either going to kill me or leave me. What benefit do I have in lying to you? You were there.
I don't remember anything. I remember you trying to kill me, and she points at the scar on her face, even though she doesn't see. I remember
Equally.
your people striking him down, and I remember you trying to kill me and your men surrounding me. That's all I remember. And before that, I remember being in Arrakis, and I don't remember anything before that either. So you did something to me.
We did nothing more to you than try and detain you.
Elyse, she's just a guard. Muscle. Tracking you down for a hunt.
Excuse you, sir.
Sorry, I'm laughing. That's it. I'm not.
There's more to the Arrakis.
I am not saying that there is any shame in your profession. I'm saying that you can't answer her deeper questions.
I understand that, but bear us the respect we deserve. And you didn't do nothing. You think I was born with a horn and a half? And sort of cocks ahead. And do you see all of you see the shattered knob of one horn?
Do I know that I did that?
That you do recall, like a memory like flashes to your mind of you surging forth this chain of lightning, this almost whip, and circling around her head and yanking her towards you. The horn shattering to dust and sparks in a second.
At that, Elise's eyes just spit lightning as she kind of twitches.
Flashes of memories come in, all just blurs of colour and sound and steel and sorcery and sparks burning through your mind. Too much for you to digest right now, but...
Hey, take a breath. Come on. Take a breath.
She's unresponsive.
Us keeping watch, are we hearing anything?
Make a perception check.
Seven.
Yeah, 4 I think.
Too distracted by the conversation.
Yeah, but
Okay.
big things coming out.
About halfway through this, there are a group of 4 Eyes of Sanskran who go past the door that you're at. So you're able to see through like a little tiny crack, and they
Hand up.
run past. Don't seem to stop.
Yeah.
But you see, once they get to the end of the corner, they do stop at one thing and kick in a door. You see 2 of them move in.
Into where we are.
No, like a door on the corner. Come back 30 seconds later and then head perpendicular down another corridor out of sight into the mist.
We're wrapping this up soon.
I don't think we've got time.
If we leave
We
him
need to
now,
keep moving.
what will you do?
I can gather my men, make my way back to Arrakis.
I think that would be for the best.
I don't suppose I can convince you that they shouldn't be in prison, because that object did not belong to you or your city.
I guess you can make your way to the Magister and have the conversation with them. I execute their whim. I am no jury.
This is not the person to argue this with, Elyse.
I know.
We need to go.
We're running out
She
of
puts a
time.
shaking hand to her head, and she's just not even able to stop, like the tears are streaming down her face. She's like, okay, we're going. But she looks at the Dragonborn one more time, and she just tries as hard as possible to keep like the venom out of her voice and to like calm back down. She says, you should tell your superiors that my crew, they don't deserve to be in prison for taking back something that was stolen from us, from me. It should have always belonged to me. It wasn't stealing, we were just taking back something that was stolen from us. And we didn't mean for any of this, we didn't kill anyone, we didn't hurt anyone in the college. We just wanted to get in and get the artifact and leave. And I don't know what happened. But they shouldn't be there.
I'll pass on the message. I look forward to meeting again.
And the venom just seeps back into Elise's face again. But she starts to walk away.
Before you go, where am I? Am I in the city?
You're still in Sanskran.
What did you do to her? Is it permanent?
I don't know.
I can't see. Nothing. Nothing more than shapes and shadows. I'll have my revenge. Don't worry.
I don't know, let's just go.
Don't think I didn't recognize you before you burned out my eyes.
Elyse, having not heard the conversation before, just kind of looks at Ren confused. Or is she talking about me? Or
Let's just go.
Don't worry, they're not really burnt out. I'll go easy on you.
I'm sure they'll get better.
Just sort of like chuckles defeatedly to herself and like pulls at the chains.
Ren's gonna walk out and get his dagger out
Mm-hmm.
and just stare at her for a minute.
Ren?
What are you about to do, buddy?
And he's just gonna put it at her feet.
Like touching her feet?
No, just
Okay.
down by her feet.
Well, it
Should
turns
you
her
need
head
it
at the
when you
sound
get
of
out?
something breaking.
Should you need it when you get out. And then he's gonna walk away without looking at any of the others
Mhm.
and climb up to the balcony.
Okay. So yeah, you get to the back of the warehouse and there's a ladder going up to this mezzanine balcony. You're able to climb up that onto the side. There's like a counterweight crane which lifts the statue of supplies up. It's looks like this is where some like the finer work is done. You see lots of like pots of paint, paintbrushes, and detail tools. And you see there is a small door which leads out, which you can't see out. There's like frosted glass on it, but there's dim light coming in.
Let's try the door
Yeah, opens up.
and peer out.
You're at low roof level. There's a small little walkway over to the next roof, and you see you could probably make your way across. Looking over, you're able to see the edge of the city just before it disappears into the mist. Like 100 meters or so off.
Can I see boats? Can I see boats that we can get to?
It kind of disappears in the mist, but you can see dark lines coming up, like from the area of the boats, which you could believe to be masts. It's hard to make out this distance, especially as you can't see in the dark.
Elyse will hover and give the Dragonborn like one last sort of look over before she goes. And she looks like very nervous, very torn.
She looks like she's just slumped and given up.
I'm gonna walk up beside Elyse and sort of study Kendra for a little bit and glance at Elyse, and then Cassian's form shifts to that of Kendra's.
Okay, are you able to do that again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't mean for any of this. You should know.
Fate has a funny way of dancing her dance.
Whatever. And she turns to leave with Cassian.
Yeah, when you leave Kenra and head out, Astra's just gonna lean in. I'm so sorry. It wasn't. You attacked us, in all fairness. And she's gonna get 7 health back, and then I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
My friends are good people.
You see her take a deeper breath in the sort of like mist of golden energy that came out from as you cast. She sort of breathes in and looks up almost in your direction, like nostrils flare, and just nods.
Okay, I'm gonna push out through the door.
I would have, followed to wherever Renard
Joined
went.
by the Dragonborn that you have just
You step out onto the balcony, and those of you who can see in the dark are able to see the shapes of the city and the buildings leading down to the docks, and the mist is sort of creeping at the edges.
Can I perception check for the direction that we should go?
It's quite clear. It's like
Okay.
100 meters away. You
Alright,
check
cool.
that. You do hear the sounds of the guards in the distance still.
We should go quickly,
The
quietly.
bells have stopped.
Do you think we should disguise ourselves in any other shape, or?
I can't.
I can't do
I've
that.
got nothing left.
You're
but-
all just my prisoners for now.
So if you want to manhandle me or whatever, fine.
If we can get to the docks and find a boat,
Yes, I agree. We
there
should try
has
and
to be
unseen,
another
but
way out.
Last resort.
Sanskran can't only be accessible by a swamp,
There will be a boat, I'm sure.
and there'll be another way out to the north. There has to be.
North.
Oh, it's the closest part to the next city.
It's worth a shot.
Okay. Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If all of you could make a stealth check.
Now I can
Boy.
16.
16.
22.
6.
9.
14.
22.
Okay. So with that score, it takes you about 40 minutes to get quietly and silently to the edge of the docks. While you have got this disguise up, you are trying not to raise any alert at all, and when you do see patrols of guards moving past, you stop and wait for them to go before you stride across the figure of Kenra.
I'm kind of holding Elyse with her hands behind her back
Yeah.
and just assuming that everyone else is kind of in tow.
Astra's walking beside Sariel with his tail sort of curved around her perimeter.
Oh, cute. Okay.
Can I cast message while my hands are held behind my back at all?
Well, because they're not held behind your back, so you can
Yeah.
duck into an alcove.
Just as so Ren said we're heading north, right? As we're walking through, I know mechanically that this spell probably doesn't work this way, but Elyse is desperate, so she under her breath whispers in Fulgun and pictures Sander in her head, this face that she's incredibly familiar with, and she just tries. She just says like, I don't know if this is going to work, but if you're here, if you can hear me, I have to leave the city. I'm heading north. Please come and find me. And then I do the same thing again with Amara's face, the woman who was on the poster.
Once you've done that, you focus on the spell and cast it out and wait desperately for some response or reply, and you don't see anything or hear anything until there's a tiny. You look up in the sort of eave of one of the buildings overarching near you, and there's a very familiar shape. There's a bat.
Is it a bat?
It looks like a fruit bat. It's about that big,
Baby.
leathery wings, sort of little snout, looking eagerly at you with two beady black eyes, but upside down.
I whistle at it.
I can't make a bat noise, but a bat noise. It's like
I can't make a bat noise, he says. Bat noise.
okay, maybe it's it squeaks back.
Where are we right now? Are we like in the middle of like? Would it be
I think you look like
stop
duck
it?
to the side of the street, but it flutters over to you and sort of like grabs onto your arm. You do recognise it as one of Xander's bats. You hold your hand, his hand up, and it opens its mouth, and you hear in Xander's voice.
I don't like that.
It doesn't speak. It doesn't like its mouth doesn't move as it does. It just opens its mouth, and then you hear like just a little bit more than a whisper. Elyse, I've been keeping eyes on you. Get out of the city now. I'll find you eventually. The others are alive. Don't worry. Stay safe.
Sorry, I need a moment to before Elyse can react.
The bat like nestles into like the crook of your.
Staying with me?
It doesn't look like a sail. It nestles like for a minute or so.
I just take my hands out from Cassian's and I just hug it and I pet it
Cassian's just like.
and I kiss his head. I just go see and hug her.
It gives you little like bat kisses back and forth before kind of like.
And I kiss her head and I'm just like, holding
The
her
rest of
to
you
me.
do see this, and then it sort of flutters out and spirals around you all once and disappears off into the mist and light.
We can turn into bats now.
Do you know this is something Xander can do? You've heard of him sending messages
Yeah.
via his animals before, and you get the impression that maybe this was following you for a while, as it basically made itself visible as soon as you cast that message out. But it was probably had some eyes on you for a while.
Elyse looks like maybe a little bit more comforted than she did before, though she still looks obviously like nervous and tired and just everything that's happened is just so draining, but there's like a little glimmer of hope in her eyes.
Cassian just leans in and whispers, "You need to keep moving."
I know.
And grabs your arms behind your back again.
You're about 40 feet from the edge of the docks, silent black. Beyond the shape of the docks themselves, it just disappears into this wall of mist. You can't see beyond it. Still dark as anything, but most of you can see in the dark. Probably about 30 feet from you are an array of boats, fishing cogs, all sorts of odd little like river runners.
What looks the most appropriate for us to escape on and like the easiest to take?
There's a barge which would probably be easy to sail as there are just oars coming out the sides. The ones with actual sails would probably be harder to manoeuvre and much noisier.
We don't want to take a boat with a sail right now anyway.
No, I gesture to the barge. I'm just like, this one, let's go.
Okay.
Right.
I will,
I know we're all tired, but I feel like we can power
It's
through
fine.
this.
Let's start.
I will unlash the barge from the docks and hold the rope steady.
Yeah.
I jump right on and I'm grabbing an oar.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're able to.
Yeah, I'll use shape water to like
Yeah.
a motor like we
Like
did last
before,
time.
yeah.
Yeah, you're able to push the barge silently off from the city and you peel off, gliding silently out over the black, featureless waters of the mist. You disappear into the fog. After a few minutes, you see the shape of Sanskran dim into silhouettes, into a shadow, into nothing.
I'm going to take out my compass and keep us heading due north.
Yeah, okay, you track due north. You move through the mist with no changes besides the lap of oars on water for a short while. And before you see another dark shadow manifesting out of the mist, all encompassing. You break through more and come through the cloud of mist, leaving it behind you. Your clothes, the boat, every surface dripping in condensation. And see, not perfectly smooth, but fairly regular, like black granite cliff wall just going up as far as you can see.
Slow it down.
Moving far, spreading far as far as you can.
So like around the outside of
Yeah, it does slightly curve, but get the impression this might be completely enclosing Sanskran.
Can anybody climb that?
Does it
Not
look
in this state, I
climbable,
can't.
or is it just?
You can
sheer?
see about 20 feet before it disappears into the mist.
I mean, I might be able to, but I'm exhausted. I don't know
No,
if I have the
that's-
strength.
There's got to be another way. They can't. Where would they take these boats? They can't take them through the swamps.
We just keep making our way around the
Yeah,
edge.
we'll just keep going around. We'll have to hit land eventually, right?
I'll
It can't just be surrounded by a wall of
obviously
rock.
drop the form of Kenra and
Yeah.
I'll set up like a dancing
Okay.
light just so that we've got a little bit of
Yeah.
ambient light.
Okay, you pop a light off on the edge. You move close to the cliff wall and you start following it round due north. After about an hour of just moving through of this same repeated, almost featureless black rock, you begin to hear the sound of rushing water. You press through and shortly come to what manifests to your ears first and then your eyes as a huge crashing waterfall. What could be by this point
Which way?
north. Oh right, so it's coming down towards.
Okay, what's that? After, oh, you.
So
We can have Chris New prove it.
yeah, sort of working it out. You must be in a wide lagoon. The radius of it twice the size of Sanskra, and this waterfall coming down with huge force. There must be a large river far northward of the city.
I'm going to take out my map of Caldera.
If video games have taught me anything,
Um,
there's always something behind a waterfall.
I know just about our bearing on it.
Yeah.
And I will look for rivers sort of north of the flooded hills.
There does seem to be a very thin line that comes down from lakeside through the forest and towards where you know Sanskrit is,
Okay.
but it doesn't seem to be marked with a name.
That's fine. That's fine. It means I know where we are if we get out of here.
You emerge through another patch of mist and do come to this crashing waterfall, probably about 15 feet wide and disappearing as high up as you can see into the mist.
Any ideas?
I mean, there could be a cave behind it we could at least rest in,
Yeah,
if
we
nothing
can
else.
at least check. I mean,
That's what-
it doesn't look like there's anything else, any other like land that we can
Well,
actually
we've
get
seen
up
nothing
to.
like 2
featureless
hours.
besides that.
Sorry.
We've seen nothing for like 2 hours going around this, so
Let's give it a go. It's the only thing we've got.
What time is it, by the way?
Probably like 2 in the morning.
How wide is the waterfall?
So like 5 feet coming out from the rock and 15 feet wide. So 5 by 15.
and it looks like it's coming down heavy.
Yeah.
Like we can't just duck under it and swim.
It would probably
Problem.
knock
I
you
can
down.
shape water
Your-
for like
your
5
shape
feet.
water spell?
Yeah, yeah.
Can
Yeah.
I use Gus to like uppercut it as
You
well?
could probably use the two in conjunction.
Yeah.
If Boblem like parts it like a doorway, then you could continually cast this gust and blast the remaining of it
Yeah.
beyond
Yeah.
and see if there's anything beyond that.
I think
Yeah.
we can do this.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. Okay. You can join your magics
Yeah.
and part the waters before you. You are able to see a small dark tunnel leading into the rock.
Looks like something.
Where's the tunnel?
How are we only keeping this steady with the oars?
Yeah, you're able to control a like back row against the water.
Do we basically have to like abandon the boat at this point, or can we sail it through?
You could probably get it right up to the edge of the cliff, and keep the water slanting over it so it doesn't hit it. But yeah, you two would have to be the last off.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Okay.
Everyone go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got this.
We got this.
Okay.
Right.
I'm gonna take out my rope and wrap it around the two of you, the length of it, and be ready to pull you onto the side in case the waterfall just like
I'll take hold of the rope behind you as
Yeah.
well then.
one at a time. Let's go.
Okay. It's a bit of a mission to get across. You have to get the boat up right to the waterfall and then control the water and still keep it in place. And then each of you step right up to this archway of water and jump off and duck through this tunnel. I'm not going to make you roll for it. But you do land precariously on the rock and are able to push yourself in.
Okay.
The two of you finally getting right up to the edge and jumping and just managing to hold your
Turn, brace
concentration
the rope,
over
and
it.
we'll
The rest of you pull and yank them both in. You let the water drop, and you hear this as the force of the water hits the boat and just blasts it into matchsticks. You see shards of it just fly off as it sinks beneath the waves.
So we're not going back that way.
Oh boy.
I don't think we want to anyway, do we?
We just have to hope that this has a way out.
Okay, it's about 5 feet wide, about 6-7 feet tall. It's black, almost smooth, but with occasional cracks running through it, like a granite or marble. It seems. A lot of the surfaces are slick and wet. Around your feet, there's this sort of bioluminescent moss.
Oh.
Like the stuff Demandrus had.
Similar, yes. Not the exact same flora, but
I
yes.
want to pick some.
Yeah. Can I also collect some just
Yeah, there's
stuff?
For lunch. No, for experiments.
Yeah, you're able to put it in. It does dim
glow
slightly.
like deep in dark crystal.
It dims slightly when you pick it up. It does retain light.
Oh.
Can I nature check it?
Yeah.
22.
Doesn't seem to be magical inherently, but you recognise it as being used as a component in like some potions and
Could be sold.
like, magical things.
At least collect some.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to get like you take it and sort of squeeze some of the water out, and you're able to wrap it into some muslin. And
Could you send lights further down the tunnel?
I'll send 3 down.
they drift down, illuminating. You see.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say Elyse would like cautiously start to creep up because she
Okay.
sneak dark
Yeah,
vision.
yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, well, you sort of follow the light up, and after about 20 feet, in mostly straight tunnel, it does widen out into a small cave. You see from where you are, a few crates arranged, some very makeshift sleeping arrangements, and then it seems to angle up at the back. And there's some sort of contraption at the back that you can't really see. But, are you going in?
I'm going to take, like, can I perception check to see if there's anyone else in there or anything? Like, just like kind of creep up.
No, you walk up to it and you feel your foot catch on something.
No thanks.
On a wire, and something
Oh fuck.
shoots out of something. You feel 3 things dig into your side.
I said I was being cautious. So
I know, but you didn't say you try and avoid any traps. Okay,
Well, it's a trap hell.
you take 11 points of piercing damage.
Fine. Whatever.
You feel the wire like snap out of place, and you look to your side, and there are 3 small holes like drilled in the rock where it sort of opens up. At this point,
So that there's any more. I'll look for more wires.
make an investigation check.
Elyse, are you okay?
Hold on. Oh my god.
You look around,
It's like my
you're
fourth
certain there aren't
tip of the
any more.
Boblem can.
Investigation is 4.
Oh yes.
Don't have any spell slots left.
That's okay. We can be careful.
Yeah. Can I also help investigate?
Yeah.
Me?
No.
Both of you are certain. You examine the archway and the doorway and look around. You see that the wire was sort of like kind of like hidden under like dust and a little bit of debris and stuff like that.
I will
But
just...
it's now tripped. It's not like reloaded itself.
Yeah, Elyse will just crouch down. She's kind of shaking a little bit, and maybe like some little sparks coming off her, and she just sends a gust into the room.
The blankets and very like sparse pillow on the sleeping arrangement sort of move off. How much it moves people, doesn't it?
It can move.
Okay, yeah. The crates like boom, 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 topple over and open up. You see something you don't really recognise, but blue and slightly glimmery, spill out all across this like little campsite floor.
Well, I already set off the trap.
You okay?
Wanted to see if there were any more. I'm fine. I'm fine for now.
I will.
I don't think there's any more
It
there,
doesn't seem to trigger anymore.
so I think it's safe for now. But we should check any other entrances
Yeah.
before we go out of them.
I will head inside and just check the stuff that's spilled across the floor.
Okay. You step into a small cave about 30 by 30 feet. Crates sort of spilled over everywhere with all sorts of stuff in them. Mostly spearheads. You see spearheads made of copper, of steel, of bronze, just arrayed out across the floor, which is sort of made into this very deadly, like when a kid spills Lego all over the floor. It's dangerous to step on.
Deadly.
Way worse.
Do they look like the sort of weapons we saw the guards holding, or the sort of weapons that we saw were in Turquoide's?
Ooh.
Make an investigation check.
Ooh. Can I aid him this? Because Elyse would immediately go up to this.
Yeah, you have advantage if you're both looking.
Okay. She's like rubbing her neck, but still.
14. These look very similar to the ones in Turquoide's quarters. The cut of them, they have these sort of like two little inlets cut out of them, which look like eyes almost. So what's happened is that where the chests have slightly broken, you look inside, it seems like there's a false bottom, and underneath where all the spearheads are, another like flap or hatch has opened up, and something is spilled out of it. It looks almost like strands of seaweed, except they have a very faint blue residual light on them, and they're covered in what seems to look like a crystalline powder, like almost like sugar or salt.
I'm going to touch one with my glove on.
They don't feel how...
Can I nature check that?
Yeah. They don't feel how you expect seaweed would feel, to be floppy or wet. They seem to be
9.
dried. 9, you don't recognise them. This isn't something you've seen before, but the blue-green is the sort of same tint as the armour.
Like what's on my arm with that?
Yeah,
that's
what
what
Astra-
that.
Yes, a very similar coloration.
Okay.
Could I aid Boblem in a nature check?
You can, yeah.
Can I just take some of it?
We're focusing it.
15.
15, okay. You don't recognise it either, but it's definitely seaweed, and there's...
Thanks.
It looks like it's been carefully clipped.
Yeah.
Carefully clipped and like harvested. Okay, so there's probably close to like maybe 2 kilos worth spread out over the floor now.
Why were they hiding it?
Well, Turquoise was clearly smuggling or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is where she
Smuggling?
hides her stash.
Smuggling seaweed.
I'm going to check the other boxes if there's anything that's not open.
Okay. So looking around, you do find sort of propped up against behind one of the sleeping arrangements a pack which is full of rations, torches, rope, climbing gear. You find a small vial of dark, like smoked black glass, which seems to have like a rose at the bottom coming up. It's corked and it's got a dark, like a ruby red liquid inside. It's like an oilskin cloak and a javelin propped up behind it as well.
Should I add it as like treated seaweed?
You like crystallized seaweed.
Crystals.
Hold the potion up for any of the magic users.
I'll take it.
The javelin
I'll
looks...
cast-
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Oh, actually, I'll do it at the end. I'll cast Identified
Okay.
at the end. Sorry.
Yeah, the javelin.
The javelin looks different to the other spearheads that are around, whereas they've been made to look exactly the same. This one's clearly older. You see the haft of it, this black wood has lightning bolts all like inscribed around on the haft.
Sick.
It's beautiful.
And the head of it actually like does glow with a slight light.
I'm going to pass that off to you as well and be like, I don't know, it looks magical. Check
Anything?
anything else? Any unopened crates or?
The unopened crates are able to pry open, and it's the same. It's either spearheads or crossbow bolt heads, and digging through them and turning them open, you're able to find another false bottom underneath. It's about 2 inches of space of this dried crystallized seaweed packed in.
Do the crossbows, the crossbow bolts look better than the ones that I would have given Ren when we
It's
robbed
just the
place?
heads of them.
Oh, okay.
So it's just spearheads and crossbow bolt.
But they're not like magical,
They don't
magically
appear to be
tipped ones or
magical. They
anything.
appear to be well made, but
not worth like fashioning into something.
I mean, you could take them to a boa and have them attach halves to them if you wanted, and that would save you some money on that. Or you could sell these off.
This is definitely Turquoide's stash. This looks like the weapons she had on her
Yeah.
barge.
And don't you think she'd know if we started selling off her stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, in any case, I think we're okay to rest here for now, but I wouldn't want to stay for long in case they come back by.
There
We'll
were
just
there was
rest here for as short a time as we can.
yeah, there was a bed here, so I imagine somebody's staying here.
Is
Yeah,
there any other? Is it just this one room and the path we came down, or is there any other paths?
There's like a stair going up the back, which does go around a corner.
Is there anything else? Any other paths?
Yeah, you go up and there's what seems to be a shaft leading straight up, and there's this contraption at the back which you don't fully recognise, but going up to it and looking at the lever and what's around there's like a small platform, some cogs and some ropes leading up the shaft. It's about the same size as some of the crates, so it's reasonable to believe that
It's an elevator.
it's like a dumbwaiter, yeah. So it's a very small elevator, but yeah, you pull the lever and it brings these things up to the top.
Hey, small enough for Sariel.
I'll just. So I assume I would have like walked up this tunnel to have a look. Where that elevator is, I will look and see if there's any other traps like the one I just accidentally triggered.
Okay, make an investigation check.
For a total of 6.
Okay, you find another trap with your foot.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Elyse!
You take another 9 points of piercing damage as from the other entrance, another one.
And it's just like,
Into
for
it.
fuck's sake!
Are these like darts?
Yeah, little darts.
They're not poison or anything.
Yeah, I was
are they?
going to say, can we check if they're poison darts or anything like that?
Make a medicine check, yeah, sure.
Are you alright?
What was got the other side of my neck that time?
20
so
natural.
20, you look at these little wounds and they're not much more than pinpricks, but would fucking hurt. It would probably deter most people. They don't seem to be poisonous.
Okay, I think I'm gonna stop trying to do shit today because clearly my brain is not all there right now, and I just sit down in the middle of the floor.
Rest.
Yeah. I don't think I can stand up for much longer.
I'll take watch.
Although it doesn't cost me anything to
Where are you taking one?
take a look at this.
I'll take watch at the entrance towards the waterfall.
Okay.
I'll sit there with my back
Mhm.
against one of the sides and.
If no one else is, then I'll take watch at the other end.
Astra, wake me when you're done.
Okay.
I'll take second watch.
Elyse tries to go to sleep, but kind of finds that she can't really, and she just sits back up and takes out the potion and the javelin and the seaweed?
Mhm.
Was there anything else?
There's some like mundane items, like an adventurer's kit, if you took that.
Okay.
So that was like, so rations, torches, rope, climbing gear,
I don't
and
have
oilskin cloak.
any torches, so I'm going to...
That's the point. I would have left my rope with Kenra, wouldn't I? So I don't
Yeah,
have
you
rope
did leave
anymore.
her tied up.
So can I take that rope?
Yeah, that's really pleasantly surprised. So how many torches?
10.
Oh, wow.
Is anyone using their hit dice on this short rest, by the way? Are we taking
We're taking a long
Taking a
rest.
long rest? Fine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Spell slots, please.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Elyse, she barely tries to sleep, but she just kind of has this feeling that she's not going to be able to, she has like images of Kenra just coming running through the corridor, basically, and she just sits back up.
Elyse,
And-
why don't you come sit with me?
I'm just gonna, this will take my mind off things, and I take out all the items and I start casting Identify on all of them,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
for now.
You determine the javelin is a javelin of lightning. Okay. You throw it, it turns into a bolt of lightning. Zeus! And then turns back into javelin.
Hell yeah!
You can use it once a day, basically, it'll do that. Although, if you use it once to do that, and you use up the charge, it will still work as a magical weapon afterwards, just won't do the lightning thing. I'll give you the exact stats for it later.
That's rad.
And then the potion is a black rose potion, which allows you to see through magical darkness for 10 minutes. So darkness cast by a darkness spell or something's aura that might cast it. This is a very valuable and a very rare potion.
Is that for one person, I take it?
It's one use.
One use.
And it's
a
only
shot.
magical darkness,
Yes. So like normally you wouldn't be able to see through magical darkness.
even with dark
With this you
vision.
can, yeah.
Yeah.
That's just trying to look mindlessly at his loot. Not really gonna
Yeah.
play properly, just
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
tune it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just tune it a little bit. Distract himself, do his journaling, do his bag business.
Elyse doesn't go dim at first. She kind of just sits there, with her knees put up to her, with her chin resting on her knees, just kind of staring dead ahead. But eventually, she's kind of glancing over at Astra every now and then, with watching him play the music. And she does slowly get up and kind of drag herself over there and just sit down without saying anything. And she's still just staring dead ahead.
Leans against her, carries on.
Elyse, just completely exhausted, just slips right into Astra's shoulder.
The night passes uneventfully, and although no light comes in the cave where you are, there's just the crashing sound of the water eternally. And you do all rise in the morning or finish your shifts and you get an impression, mostly from your stomach, that it's morning. You awake still battered and bruised, but rested and recovered. Look out around your party mates. Yes, you get all your hit points, all your spell slots back.
Thank God!
Finally!
Oh, those sweet spell slots.
What would you like to do?
Big stretch. Feeling much better. Stomach grumbles.
We did find some rations.
I wish we didn't have to eat rations. I would get anything for that breakfast from yesterday.
Elyse kind of groggily rolls awake and doesn't really say anything at all and just kind of stays sat in her corner with the arcane focus held really tightly to her. And she's just like picking a little bit of her rations, but she's not really eating that much.
Mm-hmm.
She's very quiet and despondent.
Sarah was going to pipe up. I'd be grateful if we could find a way out of here.
Onwards and upwards, it seems.
Elyse just nods.
Okay, well, I'm feeling myself again. I'm gonna check out what's up there.
I'll do the same.
I'll cast find traps
Okay.
in the cave.
You detect that there aren't any more. All these ones have been triggered.
Well, good news is, it's like you set up all the traps that already were here. So thank you for that. Bad news is, you set up the
Like
traps.
she doesn't even quit back, she's
Yeah.
just still sat there.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, climb those stairs.
You wind up the stairs for about 5 minutes or so. A lot of stairs. Before it's still you're like walking through clearly like carved out stone. You round the last spiral and see where the roof would be, the bottom of a wooden trapdoor.
I suppose we should try.
Thick, dark wood.
I'm gonna push up against it
Okay.
and see if anything moves.
It's heavy, but it does move.
I'll
slightly.
take it with you and we'll
Yeah.
both lift it together.
Between all-
Little
Yeah.
eyes a bit like.
You push it up an inch, and dirt and leaves begin to like trickle in.
Oh, it's filthy.
You push up more, and you're able to swing it over, and you feel it thud. Light and greenery and fresh air and the smell of leaves burst in. Yeah? More dirt and leaves, which are sort of arranged around the perimeter of it. You imagine do cascade in and sort of brush off your shoulders and off your chest and around your feet. But you take a deep breath and smell the smells and hear the sounds of. You're clearly in a forest, temperate rainforest of some sort. You hear birds shrieking and calling to each other. You hear in the distance the sound of a waterfall and the river, probably near the top of the waterfall right now, and crunching and breaking of twigs and leaves. And where you are, you're sort of half under a huge ancient log, like a tree has fallen over and hollowed out over time, just with decay. And this trapdoor is inside it. This, like the radius of this tree being probably 10 feet from centre to side. And there's a sort of patch in the tree above you where the light is streaming through.
Astra just scrambles out,
And you're sat inside this old ancient
lies down in the grass.
ancient log.
I'm so happy.
You breathe a sigh of relief and you realise that maybe one chapter is behind you, but who knows what comes forward. And I think that's where we'll end tonight.
All things considered, very well.
Yeah. That went better than it could have gone.
I have emotions.
Thank you to Rebecca for our fan-created item, which is the Black Rose Potion. I am looking forward to seeing that used at some point.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Thank you,
Rebecca. Nice name.
Everyone, thank you so much for being part of our story. We are NyxRising Industries. This is Life of the Party.
And we love you.
We love you so much. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
My, it seems we meet again in these strange times. It's Cassian, of course. Thank you for joining us once more, following us all the way to episode 15 and through the very first arc of our story, The Floating City. Next week we'll start afresh on the next leg of our adventure, and who knows what awaits us beyond this point. We are excited to share with you that channel memberships have arrived on our YouTube channel, so take a look under this episode and all future videos for the join button, and check out what we have on offer for our members, including new features for our live premieres of Life of the Party. Thank you as always to our executive producers, Moran, Emily Hogarth, Katelyn Ferguson, and Alexandra Johnson. Look out for yourself on the road, and we'll see you next Wednesday.